Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you a decent way of making some really good progress in your character. So everything this game has to offer has a price, and in this game the price is generally spoken in terms of runes, and runes are basically the currency of this game. So if you haven't seen a decent rune, it generally starts from lamp and it goes upwards. So for instance, I currently have a Mal rune here, which kind of corresponds to most of the items actually. So by giving it a Mal rune, you can easily get a Viper Magi, you can easily get a Shaco at this point of the game. And it is not so hard to find one as well. And I'm going to also show you another way that your character can be progressed in this game. But there is a one essential part of this build that you should be, well, really conscious of finding one. This is this under charm, of course. With this patch, now the Blizzard Sorceress is like a beast. It can farm anywhere in the map, and it is quite easy to do some of the parts even like easier than many characters out there. So what I generally like to do for a linear progress, I would say, so you could spend hours, like days, farming Chaos Sanctuary and find and not a single good find in the end. But if you do the route that I'm going to describe in this video, you will be surely making a progress at every step of the time, and there could be some really good spikes as well when it comes to your wealth, and that's going to be the key farming. So as you know, in this game, when the end game starts, well, when you kill Ball, when you kill Diablo, and when you finish all the gaming, the end game kind of goes around Uber Tristrams and Uber Diablo and, well, basically Uber bosses. And in order to get to them, you need to farm some keys. As you know, there are 3 different keys. If you don't know, well, now you know. And the first one is the Key of Terror, second one is the Key of Hate, and the third one is the Key of Destruction. So for most of the people, farming the Key of Terror and Key of Hate is quite straightforward, and I'm going to show you them as well. It's not so hard. But Key of Destruction could be a bit tricky, because Nitala can explode well, dead corpses in the end, which is kind of a bummer in the end. Most of the characters are really going to struggle to do that, but not a Blizzard Sorceress. It's a quite easy find for it. Anyways, let's start with the Key of Terror. In Black Marsh, you need to find the Forgotten Tower first. It shouldn't take too long to find it, but sometimes it can hide around somewhere. So, you might need to just teleport around a bit to find it, but surely you'll encounter it somewhere. Ah, there it is. It was hiding here. So you just have to explore the map a bit. Generally what I like to do is just go from one side and keep teleporting around there, and you should eventually find the Forgotten Tower. Once you go into it, there's a technique that you can use to find the level 5. So if you don't know, Forgotten Tower kind of compromises of 5 levels, and the Countess, which is going to be the boss that we will be farming in this well, subject, is at the level 5. So we need to climb or go down the route. So what I'm currently doing is I'm sticking to the left to find the next level. So as you can see, we're at the second level now. If you think this tile, you need to be always going to the left with your character. So that's what I'm trying to do right now, and as you can see, the entrance of the next level is right next to it. Again, let's do it again. It's going to be quite easy. So this is our character, and if you stick to this, you will be finding the next level quite easily, as you can see from here as well. Of course, it needs to be really unlucky to be on the right, because 3 left always makes a right. You need to be careful about that, but in the end, if you just stick to the left, you're going to find the Countess quite easily, as I just did. We didn't really spend too much finding it. That's a bummer. So this is going to be our first boss, and Countess is really good in terms of finding some really low level and mid level items. You can find really good items here. So for instance, this is a laying of hands, which can be quite useful for a beginner item. As a beginner item, you can use it in multiple of characters. It can be smiter, it can be an Amazon that is, I don't know, using a bow. It could be any character. So it's a good find in the end. Well, currently I don't need it, so I'm just going to throw it out. But what Countess has to offer is basically runes. As you can see, it dropped Ath rune, it dropped Orth rune. These are quite valuable in the end, and what it makes it valuable is that Countess has a table that goes up to Ist rune. If you keep farming Countess, you're going to encounter now Lam runes, Pool runes, runes, Mal runes, and Ist runes. And as an NPC or a mob itself, well, Countess can also drop up to I think low rune, so there's a good chance you might even see a high rune from this boss. The second key is going to be the key of Haze, which is one of the easiest ones to farm because it doesn't have any immunity, so you can even start doing this without any Sunder charms. But there's a giveaway as well, so the boss for Key of Hate can be anywhere of the four parts. So unfortunately it wasn't, so I always find it in the last, so it's going to be that way probably, just mark my words here. So let's go for the second one. As it's a random spawn and there is no way of telling where, we just have to go and see where it can be. And hopefully it's going to be this time here. Okay. We actually found it quite fast as well. And as you can see, it kind of dropped us a rare amulet as well. Oh, that was I expecting enemies. For those who don't know, there is also a technique to find where the drill is. And it's a quite straightforward and quite nice way to find it. Here you're seeing 6 symbols, right? And these are the symbols where the drill isn't in. If you don't recall what the whole symbol list is, you can check here. So here you can see 7 symbols, but there is only 6 of them listed here. So whichever symbol that is missing from here is going to be the place where the drill is. Well, let's go over it. So this one is here, this one is here, this one is here. Aha, star. So as you can see, well, you can say it's star, you can say it's sun, whatever. It's going to be the sun, and let me show you while we're at it. Here the symbol, I found it, so the reel is going to be somewhere here. Well, as far as I know, the reel doesn't have a technique where you can find it in the tome itself. You just have to, I think, teleport around. I might be mistaken as well. So if you know how to find it, please let me know in the comments. But surely enough, we found it. Here it is. Dear old drill. And he gave us a essence of suffering as well. Sweet. Anyways, moving on to the last and the, well, maybe the most crucial part of this patch. Now, Blizzard sorceresses are able to farm the Key of Destruction without using any infinity and without going through the threat of dying as well. So Blizzard sorceresses are quite neat in that sense, and I'm going to show you what I mean now. So when you go to the House of Vote, you need to be able to find, yeah, here it is. So Nitalak is here, And the way I know it is due to the eyes here. If you look closely, there are like eyes here which kind of indicates where the intellect is. And this one, you don't have it. And this one, again, you don't have it. And in this one, again, you don't have it. So this is the one that intellect is, as you can see. And it's quite easy. I just go and spawn my skills from really far away, so it cannot really explode anything to me. But yeah, well, unluckily I didn't find any keys here. But the most crucial and maybe the best part of this farming route is, so just farming the keys, is it is a consistent farming. So if you do this repetitively, surely you're going to get a key, and all of the keys have a corresponding value right now. If you get a key set, it's going to be a rune, rune, something around there. If you get a 3x3 key set, you can trade that in for an rune plus something. It's going to be a value for you, and it's going to be something that you can trust to find. It's a linear progression in the end, and it can have, like I said, a spike in values as well, so you can get something really good out of it if you find those keys. In this video, unfortunately, we didn't encounter any of them. And I think I don't have any keys to show you as well on what they look like. But surely you can find it, and I trust you that you find it. Let me know in the comments if you find this video helpful and if you want to see more. Until next time, have a good day.